Alright, hello everyone, it's Ferric, and welcome to day 89 of the Wizard101 on a budget solo walkthrough series. Now, we're gonna continue questing Chrysalis, Master Weave Power. Thank you so much for the 6-month Prime sub, I appreciate it, thank you. I'm gonna go in my red barn farm. I believe I replanted my couch potatoes last time, so let's take a quick look at them and see how they're doing. Yep, they're at young now. So then I'm gonna go back to the commons, where I'm gonna try working on this. What the? Oh man, I hate when this happens. So I think this works. If I do stay here and then go, does it work? Nope, I guess it just doesn't work sometimes. Well, that's okay. I can just use this teleport now because the 30 seconds is up. But anyways, I am late. I couldn't wake up on time. I wasn't supposed to fall asleep. I tried staying awake. I tried really hard, and then I just fell asleep. And once you fall asleep, you can't wake up unless you want. Unless, like, you know, you get lucky. I got lucky that I even woke up. I would have ended up waking up like hours later, and then I wouldn't have even been able to stream today. But what's done is done. We're just gonna move on. I don't know why I went to Ravenwood. I have to go over there, but yeah, so basically pet failed at Mega. I got Fairy, which wouldn't be bad if it didn't already have, if it had spellproof, it would have been fine, but it didn't have spellproof, which is really bad. So I made this ancient base right here. It's a bounce dealer, bounce giver, and punishment. Let me see, did I train it at all after that? I did. So I think I said I was gonna full send this pet, but at the same time I also have an excess of gold, so I'm gonna go and search pets and try to hatch with that same pet over and over again for a bit. So balance dealer, spellproof, if I can type. No, sorry, it was balance dealer and mighty, and it was a clockwork paladin. There's a good chance that pet is gone because I've been able to do a lot of hatches with it. So if it's gone, I would not be surprised. Let's see. I don't see. I feel like, oh, is it this? Yeah, wow, it's still here. That's cool. Yeah, it literally has the exact same pool at this point. Yeah. Can I get another hamster though? Oh no, dude. It's not available anymore. That's unfortunate. And then this pet right here doesn't even have punishment in the pool, so. But it is a max stats 2.0 pet, so I will give it a hatch. Oh, never mind. This pet's also not available. Oh, no. Let's see. Okay, this one has punishment manifested instead of spellproof, which I don't like. This one has lower stats. This one doesn't have proof in the pool. Let me just look at stats. Is this the same one? It is. So I guess I'll just hatch with just a straight up triple double then at this point, because I can't find one with mighty anymore. That means I'm gonna have to use up my mighty jewel if I make this pet. But let me real quick look for max stats 2.0. If I can't find them, there was that one early on that only had will lower by 1. And will being lower by 1, again, that only affects damages, and if damage is lower by 1 talent or whatever it is, it doesn't make a huge difference at all. Oh. Nope. I don't know about your luck, but I've never had issues crafting mighty jewels. I usually get them like second or third try. I mean, that is pretty lucky. The thing, like, with the jewels, you have an equal chance of getting all of them. You have a 1 in 13 chance of getting the exact jewel you want each time you craft it, so I mean it's all luck based. Like there was one time on one of my accounts where I crafted like 5-6 jewels. I didn't get a single mighty one. I got the intellect one twice in those 5. I got 3 total intellect ones. 2 of them were the plus 65, one of them was a plus 40 intellect, and like a plus 25 something else. So it's literally, it's all luck, honestly. Let's see, this pet doesn't have mighty in the pool at all. But I mean, at this point, I'm cool with Pain Giver. Its strength is lower by 1%, but that doesn't really make a difference. And then the pet's no longer available. Nice, dude. Nice. King's Owl, please fix this, because I really hate searching for a pet and then having my hopes and dreams crushed at the last moment. If I can't find it, I'm just full sending this pet. I don't even care anymore. Oh, what was this? Okay, this is a good pet. It has so many epic talents in the pool. It literally epic. I don't know if that's gonna make it harder to make with this pet, but we'll give it a hatch. Okay, never mind, dude. Okay, dude. This is cool. Not really. I just love having my time wasted. This one, yeah, this is the one with the will lower by a little bit. So this one, see, the thing is, this one might possibly have it doesn't have punishment in the pool, but it probably does have, or there's a good chance it has mighty in the pool. One of these ultra rares could be mighty. Equilibrium. It's another hamster, dude. I'm getting, dude, I don't know if, like, I must be getting lucky, right? All right, the will did go down by 1, but that's okay. Again, will only affects the damages. The damages being affected by a tiny amount like that does not make a difference at all. Like, it makes like probably like a 0.0001 damage difference, which literally doesn't change anything. So it's perfectly fine that just happened. I am starting to run low on Mega Snacks, so yeah, I should make sure that I prioritize couch potatoes over the pets. Okay, so I got Pain Giver, which currently is not manifested on the other pet, so maybe I could get 2 ancient bases right here. We'll see though. Punishment right away. Okay, I guess the pet's gonna have punishment at this point. There's no other way. I'm not gonna have a perfect triple-double pet, at least to start off. We'll still end up making one eventually, because on Michael Silverflame, I rocked the Virulence pet for a while. Eventually, I do want to just rock the straight-up triple-double. Eventually. All right, almost there. One more game, and ooh, wait, I want spellproof, right? Yeah, I want spell. Yo, these are 2 really good bases then. Cause then, dude, I could literally make the PvP balance hamster like right away. Triple double punishment, or it would be triple damage proof punishment, but that's crazy. All right, anyways, let's take up this base to ancient. If it fails, it's okay. If it fails, it's not the end of the world. Alright. And oh, one more. Ah, that's a fail. It has both punishment and chastisement. I mean, there's such a huge chance for the bubble to cast. Yo, Macer, and thank you so much for the raid for 12. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Welcome Spectre. Loser Bryce, Lord Griffin, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone. We're playing some Wizard101 on a budget right now. Failing some pets out here. Previous pet failed with so one of them here. Let me actually check. They're in my Red Barn farm, right? Or no, I ended up putting them in some, I think the Wooded Cottage or something. Let me see where I placed them. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, here. Okay, here they are. Because one of these was not that bad. Or wait, there's 2 of them. Oh yeah, Lord Bell I didn't want because they got Bulwark, which I could, like, you know, I could probably rock that like on a PvP pet, but for right now I don't want it. Doesn't really have use. Okay, this one has Pain Giver, Defy, and Punishment. Why did I not want this pet? Wait, this is a perfectly good base. It has Pain Giver. It has Balance Giver, or Balance Stealer, Balance Giver, Proof, Punishment, Defy. I mean, dude, if this pet gets, if it gets Proof and Balance Stealer, then I just have to sock it Balance Giver, right? Yeah, I don't know why I should hold on to this base. It's a good base. It's a great base. Although there's a good chance that this pet gets mighty. That's the other thing, I guess. Because this was the original base that I made where I discovered punishment, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, no, Constable Simone or Simon or whatever, you're gonna have to go here for now because, I mean, dude, I don't know. It's just 2 Maycasts on a pet is just, unless one of them was a defensive Maycast and one of them was an offensive Maycast, like, I don't like that, so. Yeah, I don't have energy right now. I'm not sure which pet I want to take up first. King Cassie. I mean, this pet right here has a higher chance to manifest these 2 of these 3 talents for its next 2 talents. There's a very low chance it manifests these other talents here compared to the other pet because I've hatched with so many pets that have triple damage and proof manifested. I mean, I think it still has mighty in the pool, but that is something I'm willing to risk. I haven't manifested mighty yet, so. I don't get why you train Simon rather than self-hatching. Well, the thing is, pets have all their talents determined from the moment you hatch them, so the reason why I tell people not to train pets, why they should make bases, is because, 1, the gold cost is cheaper while it's a lower level, and another, they shouldn't take, like, they need to look at all their bases and see which one's the best one to take up. So, if they feed the snacks, and they're gonna waste the snacks on that first pet. So, because I'm pretty sure, like, that pet getting that failed talent, it won't affect the next pets. Like, it would have already, like, the odds for the next pets to get whatever talents they're gonna get were already affected by the fact that that pet from baby was gonna get chastisement, like, from the moment I hatched it. So, but anyways, let's equip our gear. Again, 120 damage, 5700 health, 55 resist, 28 accuracy, 25 pierce, 352 crit, 123 block, 100 pip chance, shadow pip chance. I'm not going to go over that every single time, but, you know, just because we just got the gear. And in fact, let me move this stuff into the shared bank. Does it manifesting talents make it more likely to end up in a child? Well, the thing is, again, I'm pretty sure the talents are already manifested from the moment you hatch the pet. So them showing up as manifested and, you know, just being in the eventual, like, talent pool or whatever, I don't think it affects, like, what, you know? I don't think it affects what talent the next baby's gonna get. Yeah, I'll hold on to these 2. I mean, okay, so what talents do they have manifested across them? So this one has Pain Giver, Defy Punishment. The other one has Pain Giver, Proof Punishment. They're both pretty likely to get Balance Giver and Balance Stealer. So hatching with an ancient base is just as good as hatching with an epic pet that failed, I think. Well, but the thing is, like, yeah, so basically what that means is, like, it's still okay to hatch with ancient bases, but it's definitely not okay to hatch with a failed epic pet because you know that it's manifested that talent. With an ancient pet, you don't know that it's manifested the talent, but at the same time, it has manifested at least those 3 talents. So, like, if you have another pet that has the other 2 talents manifested on it, then there's a pretty good chance that you can just self-hatch those 2 and get a successful pet to mega just off that. So, anyways, let's go back to Chrysalis. Let's finish up Sardonyx, which I thought I was pretty much done with Sardonyx last episode, but I guess not. Because I guess for whatever reason, Balor Broken Fang, who's a cheating boss, is not the last boss of Sardonyx. I mean, it might be the last boss, but there's, like, more stuff that I need. I need to get these gears. What's up, Mono Bear? Welcome. You gonna level up soon? Oh yeah, true. Dude, yeah, I should not have been slacking on training up my couch potatoes. Oh, I also have. Oh no, I already used my energy elixir last time. But yeah, wait. If my energy is about to fill up. Okay, this gives me 61,000. This one doesn't level me up, but the following quest will. Oh wait. There's Sardonyx. Here it is. Imagine being stuck in Chrysalis. I mean, we'll be out of it soon. We only spent 15 minutes doing whatever, so it's not the end of the world. You're not doing training point quests? I'm not gonna do them right now anymore because I don't have any need. There's no use for me to do them right now. Eventually, once I'm preparing for PvP on a budget, if I feel like I need more training points, then I'll go back and do them all. But for now, I don't need to like worry about doing them because I don't feel like I want to just focus on like, you know, chilling out for a bit, just questing, because questing is just, you know, I just blade hit for the most part, and then, you know, for boss battles I just feint, and then every now and then there's a cheating boss where I have to do a little bit more than that, but that's pretty much it. Just want to max out this wizard and move on to a balance wizard. They have 40 death resist. I have 25 pierce. Scarecrow does 865. It does freaking 1900. It does 2000 base damage. I have a 40 blade, so it does 2800. They have 15 pierce, so it doesn't do enough damage without a crit, but it will crit, so I'll just hit. Yeah, I was gonna make this a longer stream, but one, I'm late, and two, I'm even more tired than I thought I was supposed to be. So, because I was for the next 2 hours of this stream, after I did the budget walkthrough episode, I wanted to show y'all something with my main accounts. I cleared out a lot of my wizards, and I officially know what I want to do. I want to get my fire and storm to max, and you know, be done with the caramel, and then I want to duo quest my myth and my balance. I'm gonna make a brand new, like, I deleted my only myth and balance wizards on my main accounts. I'm making a myth on one of the accounts and a balance on the other account, and it's literally the it's gonna be the perfect setup because one of my accounts has a fire wizard, which isn't amazing for, oh, I enchanted the wrong spell, whatever. Yeah, one of my wizards is a fire wizard. Sorry, on one of the main accounts I have a fire wizard. One of the main accounts I have a storm wizard. Fire does not deal like a crazy amount of damage after, at least consistent damage after like Celestia or whatever. Why do I have Shrikes in? Oh yeah, I was using, this deck is set up to fight Balor. I forgot to fix it. But yeah, no. So yeah, fire does really fast damage, 4-pip AoE, super fast animation, does a lot of damage. And that's good for all the Arc 1 worlds as well as Celestia, and on like also probably Wintertusk as well, because you know fire boosts against all the Wintertusk mobs, so you might as well also do that. But then like it doesn't do like a lot of like after that, like Fire Dragon again, like if you're using the feint, if you're just using the double feint or triple feint strategy or whatever, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever it is, Fire Dragon just does not do as much damage as a spell like Orthrus. So Myth can outdamage a fire. So I'm going to make a Myth Wizard on the same account that has my Fire Wizard, so that then I have a Myth that does like a ton of damage with its Orthrus spell. And it's slightly better blades than Storm. Obviously it's still not as much as Storm, but it's still like a post-Celestia boosting wizard. But then on the account that has my Storm, on the account that has my Storm, I'm going to make a Balance Wizard. And Balance, again, doesn't do a lot of damage post-Celestia because Balance's blades are kind of weak. But it has the second fastest 4-pip AoE animation. It has Sandstorm. And so now I have 2 lower level boosting wizards, Balance and Fire on each account. And I also have higher world boosting wizards on each account. I have Myth and Storm on opposite accounts, so it works out perfectly. And then the account that has my that's gonna have my Fire and my Myth is still gonna have my Life and Ice. And the one with the Storm is just gonna have a Death Storm and a Balance, so it works out. My opinion, having both Storm and Fire Wizard on one account is a waste. Yeah, exactly. That's why I put them on separate accounts. In my like, honestly, if you haven't already, obviously, if you've already done it, like, don't worry about it too much. It doesn't make a huge difference. Like, the odds that you're actually gonna be boosting wizards on 2 accounts like crazy is pretty low. How close am I? Yeah, this levels me up. But yeah, no, the odds that you're gonna be boosting wizards like crazy like that is kind of low. But if you have not already done so and you do plan on having 2 accounts and you plan on splitting your max wizards, in my opinion, the best idea is to have one account that has a myth wizard, the other account has a storm. Never put a myth and a storm wizard on the same account, and never put a balance and fire wizard on the same account. Obviously, if you have it's like it doesn't make a huge difference. Obviously, it doesn't make really any difference at all. But if you can, that would be like the best play in my opinion. How'd you get so many frost flowers and black pearls? Frost flowers I got from, dude, Vestruland is an amazing place to farm reagents, first of all. But frost flowers you can also get from, I believe, not Miracombe Keep. Maybe it is Miracombe Keep. It's one of the places in Grizzleheim. It's not Saverstad Pass. It's not Ravenscar. I forgot which place it is exactly. What blade is that? I think it's Vigrid Roughland. That or Miracombe Keep, but I'm pretty sure it's Vigrid Roughland. Right? It's the one with the wolves, I think, because the wolves have the Grendels with them. It's near Herkier or whatever. It's Miracombe? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Miracombe Keep then. Dude, I forgot to change my deck setup again. Well, I'll just Kurulu next. I'll just pass, save animation time. It has a cave, yes. But I mean, a lot of places in Grizzleheim have caves. What's up, Lord Griffin Xavier? Welcome to the stream. I have 1 account. I ain't about the dual questing. I feel that. Honestly, dude, I wish I could go back. Now that, like, lower level PvP is just not a great thing, I wish I could just move all my wizards to 1 account. But there's no way King Zhao would ever do that. I really wish they would do that. They could do that, because... But at this point, I'm just kind of stuck with having to pay 2 separate memberships whenever I'm like making progress. But I'm gonna have to do a lot of catacombs farming because I need a lot more catacombs gear for my fire and my storm, and then that's all the catacombs gear I have. I also have to get catacombs gear for all the other wizards that I'm planning on making. So what I'm gonna do is so my membership renews today for one of the accounts and in 5 days for the other account. So I'm gonna wait 5 days. Once both memberships are renewed for another month, I'm gonna cancel the renewal for both of them, and then I'm gonna try to get my fire and my storm to max, finish the caramel storyline, and then get my myth and my balance to max, finish the storyline, and then once my membership expires, I'll farm Abandoned House off stream. Make sure one of my wizards has all the Dragoon gear recipes purchased, so that because like you don't need membership to access. Here, let me equip my energy gear. You don't need membership to access the drains or whatever the sewers in Golem Court. You need membership to access the catacombs. So as long as you buy the recipe, you should be able to just like you just have to farm King Detritus. King Detritus, it's very, very consistent farming him. So all right, there we go. Level up. I still want my Thieves Den mark, so I'll just walk back here. It doesn't take too long. I'm gonna go ahead and spend more energy. I'm not sure which pet I want to take up first. I'll take up the proof pet first because I feel like, honestly, dude, I don't feel good taking up a pet that has Defy manifested. I don't know how I feel about that, so I'll take this pet up first. I don't think I have enough energy. How many snacks? I have plenty of snacks, but I don't have enough energy Is 150 enough? It cost me like 8, right? So 150 divided by 8. That's 18 total games I can play. 45 average snack. It's gonna give me to 810, so it's not quite enough. I don't think litter actually levels you up at all. Yeah, we'll get it up as far as I can, and then next episode we'll keep working on it. Was my UI on tiny? I should probably make it. Let me make it small. Tiny is just a little bit too small, in my opinion. Small is like the best size, because then you're still out of range of this arrow when you're quick feeding snacks like this. So. Alright, towards the end of the episode I'll be able to feed another snack, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Again, this is the budget walkthrough. We're going to have to deal with the fact that pets are going to be... There's no way for me to speed up pet making. It's just... It is what it is. So, again, for this pet I hope to get Bounce Giver, Bounce Healer. The previous pet that this was hatched with was that one that got Punishment and Chastisement. So there's a good chance that the next 2 talents are these talents. And if that happens, I'm going to be using this pet for a long time, and this is literally going to be the PvP pet for my Balance Wizard, which would be kind of cool, right? I'm kind of sick. Low level will be meta with this new matchmaking. I mean, at this point, like, I don't even care about low level meta or whatever anymore. Low level is always not... High level is always going to be the meta, no matter what happens, because... Like, the most played level of PvP is always going to be max level. And at this point, it's like an overwhelming majority because, like, this recent update has just pushed so many people towards max. And I'm one of those people, so. So, yeah. They finally did something to protect, like, every single level range. But at this point, like... They've also fixed a lot of things that are wrong with max PvP, in my opinion. They essentially addressed like every one of my gripes about max PvP. At this point, any problems that there are in max PvP are prevalent everywhere else, but it's even worse. Like, I'm willing to give 99 another shot, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be slightly worse than max PvP, probably a lot worse. I don't know if things have like stabilized yet, but yeah. Max PvP is still broken. I mean, people can say it's broken. I don't care. Last time I played like Exalted PvP when I was trying to avoid max PvP, there were things called 4-pip shadow spells that dealt 1,000 plus base damage, and you could plus 300 enchant them for any school. 5-pip shadow spells did like 200 more damage for every school. Abominable Weaver still had a -75 shield on it. Crit was locked at 1.3, and if someone crit, there was no way to counter it because your block was 100% complete RNG. Lore Master did 1,000,000 damage. What else? Ice Wizards could literally spam Ice Bird for the end forever. Fire Wizards could literally spam Fire Beetle forever. And also spam Fire Elf for that matter too, because it could plus 300 enchant the highest damaging 2-pip spell that's also in overtime. There's a thing called Juju spamming at 1.2, which I guess Juju spamming they took out a long time ago, but honestly, dude, max PvP is far less broken today than it was before. Like right now, at least, like, I guess like the deck building is like kind of a bad thing, but I guess it's just something we have to adapt to. Yeah, stats are kind of in a weird place right now, but in my opinion, it's still better than, like, matches, they last like a decent amount of time. Every single match, like, it doesn't just end in like 2 minutes. Back when I, like, this time period that I'm talking about where PvP was super broken, a match could literally end in like 3 turns, even at max. Even at max, a match could literally end in 3 turns. And also, shads were like way more RNG. You could literally start off with a shadow pip first turn, get a shadow pip second turn, and get one third turn. It was literally possible to do that. So, crazy how it's viable for every school to get. Exactly, like, because every school can get so much health, except Storm, it makes it so that the matches have to be like, you know, they can't just end super fast. Because the thing is, when someone has that much health, you can't have Pierce that much anymore. That's why a lot at max, instead of rocking 50 Pierce, which is super easy to rock with pretty good stats, people instead rock like 30 to 40 Pierce. And then they rock a lot of damage, because you need that damage to be able to like actually, because once you pierce through all their resist, it's wasted Pierce. And because you don't just die in like 3 turns, you actually have a chance to use Shrike. And if you're in Shrike, you have more than enough Pierce, even with that 30 Pierce, to pierce through all their resist usually. So people sacrifice like 20 or so Pierce to get extra damage so that they can actually do damage against that, you know, 8,000 to 10,000 health that the opponent has. But because damage is like diminishing returns, it doesn't increase it by a crazy amount to the point where the match just ends in a couple turns. So, Super Bowl score prediction, dude, I gotta be honest, who's even playing this year in the Super Bowl? I have not paid attention in a couple years. Pierce Jewels need to be banned. At max level, Pierce Jewels aren't like that crazy. At 99, they're literally breaking the entire PvP system. But again, there's no reason to like cater to lower level PvP, because people should be, at this point, with how much they've changed Shadow Pips and how less RNG they've made them, there's almost no reason to do PvP at lower levels. Like, eventually they're gonna take out you being able to use a lot of spells at lower level. So, I think it might be time to move on.
Greetings, friend Mantis.
Again, they made like the level ranges or whatever, so like, again, people can do it if they want. People can do PvP if they want, but it'd be impossible to cater to 14 different level brackets in PvP with how many factors there are in a match. So, max isn't as balanced as you see it. I've seen 99 PvP. It's far more balanced than 99 PvP, and it's also far more balanced than I guess they fix it. Oh, we're in Conda Desert now. Nice. I guess they fix it where like a level 10 can't face a level 50 anymore, but like low level PvP in my opinion is just really boring. And mid level PvP is just even mid level PvP, like level 60 is really boring. Level 99 is the only time where it starts to get interesting, but level 99 is far more broken than max is, so.
These tracks certainly don't look like Mantis.
About level 76 on the other end on your 22 balance. You probably press yes to when it asks for like a level mismatch thing. Just unenjoyable at max. Well, I mean, a lot of people that sing it's unenjoyable at max. It won't be any more enjoyable doing it at like slightly lower levels. Trust me. I keep forgetting to fix my deck setup. I'm never gonna remember. Yo, y'all's Bannon. Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. This meta only favors stun schools. I mean, Myth is the only like quote unquote stun school. Any school can pack single stuns. It's not just like the stun schools are good for reasons other than the fact that they can just stun. Like Myth is not good because it can stun. It's good because You can King Art, you can Yaga, you have a lot of health. Reliquary has the highest chance to cast of any of the plus 25 damage auras. You also have you just have a lot of stuff that's really good for PvP on a Myth Wizard. You also have Minotaur. So can we just agree to tell King's Isle to get rid of PvP? Because honestly, knowing seeing updates that only have PvP players generally believe they don't care about PvE anymore because there's so many things need to fix in PvE. I disagree. I think PvE is in a perfectly okay state. And also, way too many... Dude, PvP players probably... Like, here's the thing. It's not like, you know, it's the only thing in the game. But it is the thing that, like, gets them probably most of their... A lot of the in-game purchases are, like... Again, around 60% of their revenue is from in-game purchases, which means crowns. And guess who buys a lot of crowns? PvP players that open packs like crazy when a new pack comes out to get turquoise robe, people that want to get Royal Fusilier robe, people that want to get people that want to make pets to adapt to every single meta as soon as, you know, the meta shifts a little bit, people that want to try out something new. And also, it takes a lot of hatches to even get one pet, let alone multiple pets for 7 different wizards. PvP players are probably the biggest spenders in this game, so just based on that alone, they cannot ignore the PvP community. Also, PvP has been around for such a long time that even if it wasn't about, like, money or anything, it's literally, they can't just ignore something that's been in the game so long. They haven't fixed animations for a lot of things in PvE. Well, I mean, animations, again, that's... If an animation is wrong, I think I think there's nothing, like... You shouldn't worry about that too much. There are far worse things to fix in the game right now, other than animations. And yeah, PvE is like ridiculously easy right now. I literally did Titan's Trident last night on my Storm and my Fire. I have like 20 resist on each of those characters. And I was literally able to do it. I was able to do it so easily. Like, PvE is literally no challenge now. If you have one other teammate, you can get through the game no issues. You don't even have to think about it that much. I literally just 6 turns. I just blade, hack hound, and then my Storm just glowbug, just tempest spam the minions after they came up. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can fix my deck. You plan to finish Chrysalis today? We'll see how far we get in another hour and 15 minutes. I probably won't finish Chrysalis today. The Hive and Shadow Palace are pretty long. I might be able to finish... I'll get to the Hive today, I think. But I definitely won't finish Chrysalis today, no. Not happening. I like it though. Yeah, no, I didn't say there's anything wrong with how easy PvE is. I like that they made it easier. It's quicker, it's easier, it's more fun to play right now. And if people think it's too easy, well, there's so many other things in the game that you can do that aren't easy. There's Beast Moon, there's Decathlon, there's PvP, there's a lot of stuff. You can make pets or whatever. So, alright, let's fix the deck setup. I don't need Shrikes. I guess that was the only thing that was wrong with my deck, because everything else seems normal. Yeah, everything else is normal. This is my normal deck setup. Can we agree PvP is toxic? I mean, anything that is competitive is bound to be toxic. You're never going to find a competitive environment that isn't also... that doesn't get heated ever. Let me see the gear. I need to make the level 99, level 100 to 129 gear guide, don't I? For death. I still have to make that. I don't need. I just need 2. Oh, it's the same blade, dude. Wow. Is that a berserk, or is that an amplify? If it's a berserk, then that's good. It's probably an amplify, honestly. Beast Moon is more toxic? No, 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 dude. Catacombs farming is toxic. Dude, people will get so mad if you don't kill in 2 turns. It's actually the funniest thing. Upcoming worlds present more of a challenge. Well, a challenge, but they have to give good gear too. Because otherwise people are going to find... Like Darkmoor, when it first came out, super challenging, gave amazing gear. So it was totally worth farming it.
They run from our bared teeth. Hunt and catch as many comestibles as you can carry.
Yeah, Catacombs farming, if you can't find like a team, dude, it gets pretty bad. It's also funny at the same time though, like you have to think what goes on in the head of someone that gets really, really mad when you can't kill in 2 turns because someone made a human error.
Quick, back to Sandstone Village.
How much? What are my stats with these guys? 170 damage, 85 resist. So I'm an ice and a storm wizard combined. Nice.
We are into the true desert now, where the hoppers live and other beasts of nasty habits.
All right, dude. I've unlocked the official place for Sandstone. On Michael Silverflame. Finally.
The Sandstone Village.
Honestly, like, I'd rather have a storm than a fire in Catacombs. Fire is literally useless against the final boss. Fire, myth, and I believe life are useless. So death, ice, and storm are like the best hitters for King Detritus.
Our ritual drink.
Storm, death, and ice.
Must be fixed before the village.
All the other schools, King Detritus has like 70 resist too. Fire is absolutely necessary in Renegade Druid though. Yeah, you have to like use what is it? Rain of Fire or something, right? I don't know. All I know is that I'm never gonna touch those dungeons because all I'm gonna do is King Detritus all day, every day, and I'm never gonna stop. They nerfed Frost Giant? Yeah, they did. But still, I'd still rather have an ice hit than a fire, life, or myth against King Detritus, because he has 5% ice boost, but 70% resist to those other schools. Ice is still going to outdamage them by a lot. And it's not hard to get. Without spending a dime, you can get like, you can easily get 150 damage on an ice wizard easily. In fact, you could probably get 160 damage on an ice wizard without spending any money on pack gear or anything. Oh, common killer. Vanguard boots for vigor will save you a lot of time. I mean, the thing is, vigor is a lot harder. It's a lot harder to. You have to have like a perfect incendiate team to be able to farm vigor effectively. Like I farm vigor and like the drop rates aren't that great. Oh, I have a freaking free on me now. Solo vigor, I don't need to. I'm just gonna solo King Det and then literally farm him for 22 hours. until I have enough extract, salt, and crystals to craft 5 different pieces of Dragoon gear. And I'll try to do it all on stream here. Do I have a... Let's get rid of this. Watch me get freed again and have to double cleanse. We're gonna solo devour for fun. I'm not gonna do any challenge stuff. I've realized that with this Darkmoor thing, with this whole Darkmoor thing, I realized that there's so much that I'm doing that's wasting so much time when I have 5 more wizards to create on this account. Maybe even a 6th one. If I can save up enough trivia crowns to buy another character slot, or a 7th character slot elixir thingy. So 24 hours. It's not gonna be one stream. So like, what I'm probably gonna do is like on 2 days where like I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna do solo King Det, but then I'm gonna immediately move on to finishing Imperia and doing Caramel, because I can literally after the episode I can literally on stream for like, you know, for a week straight, just like 4 hours of catacombs farming while I'm doing everything. Maybe even double regions pops up. So, and if double regions doesn't pop up, then I'm always gonna have my other 2 accounts that can help, which I think is totally valid, because like it's really easy to find a really good team in catacombs. Like I'd say last night when I was doing the team up runs for catacombs, or maybe it was 2 nights ago. Yeah, no, it was 2 nights ago. Or maybe it was last night, I don't remember. No, yeah, it was 2 nights ago. Well, I didn't collect any of the seeds. But yeah, no. 80 to 90% of my team up runs were literally 2-turn King Det. Like, literally all we did is everyone joined the battle, and then while we were waiting for the animation time, we really quickly added, like someone said, you know, I got boot potent, I got normal, I got mass feint or whatever, or I got untrained or whatever. To be fair, I was on a Storm Wizard, so there was always going to be a hitter on every single team. A good solid hitter. So like either someone would have more damage than me, or I'd be the hitter every single time. So I guess it will be different on a Death Wizard, where I guess, although I could hit as a Death Wizard, that's the thing. How much can a Death do with okay, I'm gonna have around 130 damage. I'm gonna be close to 130 damage on Michael Silverflame. Wow, I blocked that. Oh wait, they actually crit. Oh, because he had a Vengeance. Wow, dude, look at that block. That block's coming in clutch. So with a Vengeance, mobs can actually crit very easily, but you usually don't end up blocking unless you have like 100 block. But that block comes in clutch. We get to farming backyard. Will you farm with viewers? I'll farm with viewers. I'll do team up runs. Off stream, if I want to do some more farming, I'll farm with myself. For sure, I'm gonna do a lot of runs of backyard. It's kind of good that I made a Death Wizard, because Death is like the 2nd most effective at doing King Det. But yeah, no, I could do, because Death also has way stronger blades than Storm. They have the strongest blades tied with ice and life. This battle's crazy. All right, so King Det has 5% death boost. Let me calculate this on my phone, because whatever reason, OBS, or having 2 monitors that are clicking off of Wiz will make it go to 30 FPS for some reason, which is annoying. Alright, so 865, I'm gonna have 130 damage. 865 times 2.3. 1989, we'll just round to 2,000 just to make things simple. 2,000 times times 1.8 times another 1.8 times 1.7, 11,000 times 1.5 times 1.45 times 1.45, 34,000 times 1.5 or 1.05. So 36,000 without a crit, but that's assuming I don't get, because like I feel like it's hard to get people coordinated so that everyone blades you. So here's the thing. I could... I'm thinking about how I want to farm catacombs, how I want to make the deck setup. Because Death can 2-turn King Det very easily. Death has enough damage. Death has enough stuff, even with 130 damage, to be able to do 2-turn King Det. The thing is, in a lot of my team up runs, I'll run into Death, or I'll run into either Death Wizards that have more damage than me, or Storm Wizards, or even Ice Wizards that have more damage than me. In that case, I'll probably buff them. So, and obviously, if there's a Storm with me, I'm gonna blade the Storm. So, yo, what's up? Misunderstood command. Yeah, dude, I was farming with people yesterday. I talked about y'all. I didn't forget, dude. I just couldn't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. I forgot. That's because I lack of sleep, dude. Eric was farming last week. Did you get your gear? I didn't farm that much after. No, it was kind of funny. Like I was farming with them, and at the end they're like, "Yo, let's just make a Discord together." And I was like, "Nah, just join my Discord. I already have a Discord." And then they were asking for my Discord, but like you can't post a Discord link in Wizard101 because you can't copy paste. I was like, just go to my YouTube channel. My Discord link's in all of them. And then they're like, what's your YouTube channel? And I said ferric. And they're like, are you trolling? I was like, no, it's my YouTube channel. What's up, Brianna Stormcloud? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. But yeah, Death King art is trash. Literally one more pip and you can Dr. Vaughn. And same damage, but you actually get half of that. Whatever damage you do, you get half of that back as health. They need to seriously buff the damage on Death King art. It's always been Death King art's always been useless. I watched Michael. One of them said I thought I recognized a Stitch, because I have talked about my other wizards, and I have shown Eric Thunderblade definitely. Besides Michael Silverflame, Eric Thunderblade's probably been the one wizard that's been showed like the second most on my channel. After that, probably Summerblade. Oh, here's another Freet. My goodness, it's like I'm fighting Greyhorn mercenaries again. Except it's Chrysalis edition. I think I kill without taking off the weakness. It's only a minus 40. Need Snacko gas. No, but I think like by the time you get to caramel now, you end up getting you're already 140 by the time you get to caramel, and I'm gonna unlock. But by the time I'm done with part 1 Imperia, I'm gonna be like 130, or at least close to it.
What luck?
Sped through this Var in 3 hours solo. Nice. 3 hours solo. Wow. We're using the engine. Also, what school were you? Dang, 3 hours. That's what? Zafaria in 3 hours solo. Really? Solo. Wow. Get rid of all of these. Just need Scarecrow. I shouldn't have discarded the enchant. What's up, Artorius? Welcome back to the stream. Legit. Myth. Oh yeah, honestly, yeah, dude. Myth is like super easy to. Myth is super fast at questing. I'm honestly kind of sad that I'm happy and sad that, you know, my myth, I'm gonna be questing it with my balance. So I won't be able to experience myth solo, at least until I make it on this account. But I think that's honestly a good thing. I should stop questing solo on my other accounts because, like, it takes away from the experience when like people have already seen me solo it or whatever on my other accounts. It's better to like learn it on like live, like go through all the fails or whatever, see how many attempts it takes. I discarded too many enchants. Wow. Let me just use this. Only thing that slows myth questing down is a Humongo Frog animation. Yeah, honestly. But even then, like, animation time is not like a huge factor, in my opinion. I think amount of time to walk and the amount of battles there. Actually, no, yeah, just the walking time makes a bigger difference. Because once it comes down to like boss battles, like every school has the same amount of animation time for blades and traps and things like that. You know, obviously higher damaging schools have slightly less animation time because they have to use less blades and whatnot. But at a certain point, animation time, it's not like a crazy huge factor. In the long run, it will be a big factor, but for like one world, it doesn't, or maybe like one area or whatever, it doesn't make a huge difference. You sure, Ferric? Do you only spam Ra? I'm not. No, Ra is not this. Now on a balance, you're not gonna use Ra anymore in PvE. Ra is strictly like a PvP spell now. There's no use for it in PvE anymore, in my opinion. It's an 8-pip V-Plague. Does no damage. It already did no damage, and now it does even less. Yeah, Power Nova is just better. The 665, it's 7 pips. It's the super fast. It's the fastest 7-pip AoE animation. It's really nice. Balance, dude. Balance literally has Sandstorm, second fastest 4-pip AoE, and Power Nova, fastest 7-pip AoE. It's crazy. The only thing they lack in is blades. There was a way for a balance to, I mean, I guess technically balance can get multiple 30 blades, so they haven't as much, they almost have as much blading power as a storm. Almost. Not quite though, and they definitely don't have as much damage as a storm. Oh my goodness, so many of these. I have to restock these TCs. The Nested Fierce is the highest. It is. I mean, technically, I think Snowball Barrage max pips and Tempest max pips do a little bit more, but those are max pips. Yeah, Nested is like, yeah, the highest. Wicked base, yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna play it again just to be safe. What's Nested Fury? It's balances 6-pip Shad spell that you unlock at level 108. Never heard of that spell? Do you do PvP a lot? That's probably the reason, because no one uses it in PvP. Unless it's 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4, but not a lot of people do those types of PvP. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Usually at this point it's like after 108. Because you can't get the spells till you unlock Arcanum, and the way leveling works now, it's not doable. Nested Fury. How much, what's the base damage on it? 805, dude, that's not bad. That's more than Stormlord, it's more than Orthrus. It's just under Glowbug Squall. 140 less, or 135 less. Is that more than, I think that's more than Raging Bull, oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, Raging Bull is 705 to 825. It spells literally better than Raging Bull for a PvE. Also, you get more, like, you get the same types of blades. You get the same value blades as a fire. So it either does it does more base damage than Raging Bull, or does way more damage than Raging Bull.
Let the soul try Barrows.
Bounce spells with other schools damage affected by bounce damage.
Is time.
Yes, but not by. They're not affected by balance. I don't think they're affected by balance of power, and I don't think they're affected by punishment or chastisement. But your balance damage is what determines your damage for Chimera and Hydra and stuff. Like your base balance damage. No, let me not accept side quests. Might I break down my fire? Kind of lame. What? No, I don't. Dude, as much as I hate Fire Dragon, I'm still taking my fire up to max first, along with my storm. I still really like my Fire Wizard. Nothing's gonna replace being able to incendiate Scald, and nothing's gonna beat the fact that I was able to literally duo Titan's Trident last night so easily because of Heckhound. And nothing's gonna beat the fact that Meteor Strike is such an insanely fast animation, and it does more damage than Sandstorm. It's still gonna be better than Sandstorm, and Fire just has more damage.
Look,
Nice. What did your pet get? Yo, TFC me real quick. I'll literally add you and look at it right now. Send it this way. Level is Titan? It's not really level, it's end of Imperia boss. It was meant for 130 initially, but at this point you're probably gonna get to like 136, 138, or 138 by the time you reach Titan's Trident. I'm gonna crit and kill them, so I don't even need anything else. Send it in Discord. Send it in Discord. And then someone in chat might yoink it. I think Charging Bull is good for a Storm pet because I need a new pet. I'm only level 40 and it has crit, and I'm new. Crit is not that great in my opinion to have on pets. I think it's like,
you search the Bloodstone Cave.
Honestly, in my opinion, you shouldn't use crit jewels and you shouldn't use crit on pets. At all, ever. And then the Charging Bull itself, I mean, it's, again, any pet that gives a Stormblade is a good pet. So yeah, Charging Bull is good, I guess. Sent it? Okay, let's see here. Let's see what this pet's got. Ooh, look at that. And I'm assuming it has like Frozen Kraken. Nice, your pet succeeded. Mine failed. It got, what did it get? Fairy Queen. Wait, I also only have normal Sprite. I don't even have Sprite Queen. Sprite Queen is slightly better. It casts just as often, but it does slightly more heal. Dang, dude. Boomer. What did it get? It failed with, it got Hardy, dude. Got Hardy, man. It's crazy.
The helium.
Whatever. It's still good enough for farming decathlon. It's not gonna be that great. I do want to try to get at least deck 5 just so I can unlock Incendiate Scald from this next decathlon, but it is gonna be a little bit harder because I only have 3 Maycasts. Although, hold on, how far away am I from being able to unlock? They're not fixed jewels. Where is it at? Okay, it's right here. Boomer. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take me forever to get all these elemental tokens. 4 out of 10 is all I have, and I have to train so many pets. Although with this balanced decathlon pet, I think I should get some, like at least 1 elemental token. These guys spam raw. Watch, this is a raw right here. What did I tell you, chat? What did I tell you? Is that Sprite Queen at Mega? Nice. What is Sprite Queen? It's a Maycast Sprite Queen, which is, I think it's to all friends or something, right? Wizard101 Sprite Queen. Sprite Queen is 60 plus 333 over 3 rounds. So it's actually the same as Sprite. It's not to all friends, but it does more heal than a normal Sprite. So normal Sprite, Wizard101 Sprite. Sprite is 30 plus 270. Sprite Queen is 60 plus 333. So you're getting 63 more heal from it. Or no, wait. No, you're getting 93 more heal from it. Oh my goodness, yeah. 93 total more heal, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I just got double rod, so I'm definitely gonna have to blade extra. Don't need the other thingy. Mobs are good in a 2v2 PvP battle? Yeah. Here's got Hardy too. Oh, unlucky. Just use this. Does more.
Speak to Queen. Find her at Big Water. Mister.
Wait, why am I not grabbing this, dude? Use some sunstone. Dang it.
Aha! Tracks lead off that way. After them. The tracks lead into that tent. It's the biggest one, of course. I hope they're friendly.
Cap. Sorry, chat. I just have to delete all the ads off this fracking video. I still have to catch up on these YouTube uploads. Once I can finally manage to catch up on the YouTube uploads, then I'll actually be able to like release a video. First one's gonna be gear guide. Second one's gonna be hopefully fishing guide, or maybe even 99 storm PvP. I have to go back and find all the VODs for that, dude. Save. Sonya Jedi. I don't need this. I'll just use these. Did I get a titanium? I didn't even realize. Nice. Is Frozen Kraken the best will cast? I think so, yeah. Fishing guide, that's a joke. No, dude, I'm actually gonna do it though. I was literally just waiting for Michael Silverslane to finally have his gear stitched. That's all I was waiting on. Oh, that's toxic. Best gear for Zigzag Waterworks. I need to make like a whole, because the way, like, the more I've quested now, I've realized that certain pieces of gear that are the best at the level are just not worth it. And it's not like once you reach a certain level point, like you upgrade all your gear. You should rather like find specific pieces of gear that are worth leveling up. So like Athame leveled up every now, like Athame leveled up at this level, at this level, at this level, which was worth it. I need to do that as well eventually, but I guess after Waterworks, do Tartarus to get the Blade of the Felled Titan Alpha and Omega Ring, and use those two pieces of gear until Morganth. Once you reach Morganth, use the farm for the Morganth Athame. I'm gonna go back on what I said like previously about just going for the Yevgeny Athame. There's no point. I mean, just farm Darkmoor until you get your Darkmoor boots, but once you get those, if you haven't gotten the Yevgeny Athame, just move on. Farm Darkmoor just for the boots, and if you're Storm or Fire, also get the hat and robe. And Myth as well, also get the hat and robe. $18,000 health. I can't wait for Polaris where they have like 8,000 to 11,000 health. How'd you get your Scarecrow pieces early in the series, specifically when you first bought Mount Olympus? I bought them from the bazaar. There were a lot of Scarecrows in the bazaar, and also if you can't find them in the bazaar, the Polaris, sorry, the Arcanum treasure card guy, he sells all the 7-pip AoEs as like a vendor, so you can get them from there. Rather use some level 58 Athame and Polaris. Honestly, actually, you know what? Like, you might as well just use your Bazaar Athame and Ring until you reach until you're max, pretty much. Like, they're not a significant upgrade. You really don't have to spend time farming for anything. But if that's the case, then there's no point in doing Atlantia or Tartarus anymore. I think if you're questing, you should go for Waterworks still, at the very least. Like, full Waterworks, I think, is just a good thing to have. Although, see, the thing is, I still think it's worth doing Tartarus because even if you have full Waterworks, you can't get perfect stats until later on. You're either going to be missing out on perfect accuracy and have perfect pip chance, or most likely you're just not going to have perfect pip chance. So I think it's worth, I don't know, maybe we'll see.
And a tame mouse. Take me out beneath the dark sun sky, away from the blizzard.
You soloing the rat? If so, good luck. Rat's gonna be super easy. Rat honestly is gonna be one of the easiest bosses in my opinion. Yo, Relic, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone that subbed today, by the way. I really appreciate it. You know, I say that I don't do this as a job, but like, the reason I haven't had to work a job is because of Twitch and because of YouTube. So, thank you everyone. Like, if I have to, I'll still go back and I'll have to get a job. But like, for now, like, thanks to all like the support that people have been showing, I don't, at least like with my current expenses right now, I don't have to like do anything outside of Twitch and YouTube. So like, as soon as this budget walkthrough is over, I'm gonna work on a lot of YouTube content, like some good YouTube content, and then also, starting balance walkthroughs, the videos are gonna be much more interesting to watch. They're gonna be like edited. They're gonna be super nice. And, like I'm gonna like stream for like 2 to 4 hours consistently. No longer than 4 hours. No shorter than 2 hours every single day, except maybe 1 or 2 days of the week. Maybe honestly, if anything, I should stream a little bit less and focus more on YouTube stuff. Because right now, I don't make YouTube content. I literally just upload the streams on YouTube as episodes. And I try to record the episodes in a way where like, or I try to stream the episodes in a way where they're kind of good enough to be uploaded on YouTube. But so I think it'll be more watchable if it's, you know, a 30-minute video as opposed to like a 2-hour video, you know? He says this now, but the sleep, dude, honestly, like that's the thing. I'll probably like stream just at 2 p.m. I never missed a day during the summer when I was streaming at 2 p.m. Maybe I should just step it back and stream at, and also it's probably a good idea because a lot of people are in school at this time. If I move it back to 2 p.m., at least like that will be easier for, that way if I, you know, can't wake up. Although I pretty much pulled an all-nighter. I fell asleep at 11 a.m. this morning. I didn't even like purposely go to sleep. I tried to stay awake. But at the same, like the thing that really gets you is when you're pulling an all-nighter is you feel physically tired more than you feel like mentally tired. But then because you're physically tired, you just want to lay down for a bit and just like stretch out and like try to relax. But like once you lay down in bed, then you also start to get, then your brain also starts to get tired, and then you just want to like, then your eyelids start to get tired, and then you just can't keep your eyes open. Why am I blading? It's literally ice mobs. I like the full stream videos. See, like I originally, like a long time ago, I was actually gonna start doing that, and if I started doing this way back at the beginning, then I could have still done it. But at this point, I'm too far into the series to suddenly switch it to, I'm too far into this death walkthrough to suddenly switch it in the middle of it. So starting the balance walkthrough, they're going to be edited so that the series is more watchable by more people. And, but I still want to make it so that if people really want to see like the full experience, I'm going to upload the full VODs on like a second channel. I'm probably going to make a second channel, upload the full VODs there with the chat replay as well so that people can see it. So yeah, but those are obviously going to come out much later. Like they're going to be kind of delayed or whatever. Like I won't try like rush getting those videos out. Here's the thing, like it's also hard to upload these full 2-hour episodes because if I don't upload them like immediately at a certain time, then like, cause it takes forever for them to upload, and then you have to wait forever for them to process once they finish uploading. So I think that instead of all that time that they spend, you know, being uploaded and, you know, that I have to spend rendering out the video, why don't I just spend all that time editing the video down so that it renders super fast, it uploads super fast, and it's much better content. But at the same time, it's also easier. It's more work, but it's easier. Right? Yeah, and yeah, people can also just view the full VOD on Twitch. The thing is, though, Twitch does delete the VODs after 2 months, so like, I do want to make a way for like that to be completely preserved. So is there anything gonna be like with effects and memes and stuff, or just cuts? There's gonna be like memes and stuff too, but like it's not just gonna be cutting out. I want to make it like interesting, you know. I've always wanted to do that with video editing, but with the way that this series is working, because like people have always wanted the full 2-hour episodes, I never got to improve on that skill. So it's obviously gonna look like kind of scuffed maybe at the beginning. Maybe it's but whatever it ends up being, it can't be worse than a full 2-hour boring episode that people just have to watch forever. All right, we'll do this, and then I'll blade and Lulu if it doesn't kill. There will be a death compilation video by the at the very end of all 30 deaths. I do like the full vids. Yeah, I'll make it so that people can still watch the full VODs and whatever with a chat replay as well, but those will be on like a separate channel because I still feel like I can get more people watching this series and hooked on this series if they're like interesting, edited 2-hour episode, or sorry, like maximum 30 minutes. It probably won't even end up being 30 minutes. It'll probably be like 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I want to aim for 20 to 25 minutes each. No more than 30. I've clipped them all, so that KVTR. Yeah, I've also I haven't shown this. I don't think I've shown it on stream, but I literally have two terabyte hard. Okay, for a second I thought I messed that up. I have two 2 terabyte hard drives. I have I have the raw video file, unedited, unaltered, everything, for every single episode since day 1 of this series, since the announcement of this series. I still haven't. I won't delete any of them until once I finish the death walkthrough and I finished all like post series content that I want to make on it. I'll wipe all those, and then
We made it.
I'll change it so that I want to record it at like 50,000. Since I'm going to be editing all the videos, I might as well record it at like the max quality 50,000 bit rate. Okay, we're in what is this, Solar Arc? Oh wait, no, Solar Arc was a long time ago. What am I saying? Oh, this is oh, so I'm about to unlock my second shadow pit slot. Time to go to work. See y'all. Yo, have a good day at work. D-Whips. Thanks for tuning in. I think most YouTubers don't edit their videos, and you start editing, that'd be really good. Dude, I still don't understand how Thomas streams on Twitch 6 days a week, 2.5 hours every single day, records a separate YouTube video almost every single day, and edits that, and uploads it, and makes the thumbnail. And at the same time, also streams late at night, 3 hours every single day. He doesn't have an editor. Thomas does not have an editor. I asked him myself. Like, Blake edits some of his videos, but he also has someone that like edits a lot of his videos. And again, like, there's nothing wrong with having a video editor. Like, in fact, it's a very smart thing to have a video editor, honestly. But the thing is, like, I don't understand how, like, this guy has, I swear this guy is like hacking or something. He has more than 24 hours a day, dude. There's no way he's a full-time student at Stanford. Not just any public university or, you know, whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with going to public university. I go to public university. But he goes to Stanford. And he does all that other stuff every single day pretty much. No breaks. And also, dude, a lot of people hate him too. A lot of people really dislike him in this community. So like, how does this, like, how does that not get to you, dude? Like, I gotta, like, dude, I need to make a Wizcast where I just interview people just so I can, like, interview him and, like, ask him, how does he do this? Dude, and then there's me, who's not working a job right now, who's not even attending school this semester, who only streams on Twitch, not on YouTube and Twitch, and who only does it like 2 to 4 hours a day. And even then I miss days. I can't wake up on time. who also doesn't even upload every single day, who doesn't freaking and also people, this is not like, I'm not trying to like sound I hope this doesn't come off in the wrong way, but people don't really dislike, I haven't really gotten any like quote unquote haters. No one's like, anyone that's like commented anything negative on my videos, no one's like truly commented, no one's commented something that's like, you know, where they dislike me as a person or they hate something about me as a person. Which, like, I'm really thankful for that, first of all. Thank you everyone for not hating me. I feel like a lot of people that do a lot of YouTube content for no reason get just like tons of hate. I guess, yeah, and once you do PvP, like, you're gonna find a lot of people that just don't like you because petty stuff, but, and, you know, maybe, like, once I start PvP, that'll happen, but the thing is, like, Blake, who is literally one of the nicest people that you'll ever get to talk to, he's literally one of the nicest people. Like, he'll get stream sniped, and, like, someone will literally be, like, ruining his content, and he'll still like try to make friends with them. And like, there's some people that like dislike Blake as a person, even though he's like literally one of the nicest people that you'll ever talk to. So like, maybe it is just, I don't know, maybe it is just a PvP thing. I don't know. Maybe I should never do PvP. No, you hit. Yeah, exactly, dude. All the other WizTubers, it works the other way around, dude. Everyone hates them. They don't hate anyone. For me, I hate everyone. No one hates. I'm kidding. That sounds so bad to say. I probably shouldn't. That sounds so weird to say. Like,
You must gain the life lens.
I don't know. I feel like that sounds self-centered, but I say it coming from like more of a, you know, like as a thank you. Like, thank you for not, you know, saying mean things, I guess. But, like, the thing is, if people start saying mean things, I could take it. I literally worked for 2 years in a job where, first of all, it's you know, customer service and, like, retail and, like, fast food. So, like, you're already going to deal with angry customers. Second of all, I'm dealing with customers that haven't had their morning coffee, so they're extra mad, they're extra mauled. So I can take, like, if people like are actually like genuinely like rude or whatever, I can take that, dude. If I can deal with people that in person, then like I don't care what some random person on the internet has to say, but at the same time, I don't mind. I don't mind people not saying anything. I appreciate it. Alright, let's add some of these back. I need to get more death blades.
The sun's
I have no idea if you have any cheats, but I'm gonna assume you don't. Oh yeah, I did the first, I gotta be honest, so I did do Titan's Trident, but I also did the first quest of the Caramel storyline. You literally get your 6-pip or your Caramel Shadow spells for free. You don't have to do anything to get them. I thought, you know, maybe this minion's gonna have some crazy cheats. It's literally a 3,000 health chest minion or whatever, but it's literally just a normal minion. It's literally just a normal 3,000 health minion, no cheats, nothing. And you just get your spell right after it. You don't even have to talk to someone. It's like the spell gets dropped or whatever. What's up, Nate? Welcome. Enjoy your stay here. Oh, well. Did I cleanse? If I didn't already cleanse Charm, then I'm just not going to cleanse these. I probably cleansed, though. What'd I do? Oh, no, I fainted. Okay, I'm not going to cleanse these because it's gonna take too long to cleanse. Welcome into caramel. Alright. 3 different types of blades. 3 different types of feints. Even with a -40 should kill. Just become a full-time Beast Moon streamer. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I know I've said it for a long time how I think there's so much PvP content that I'm probably not going to do it anytime soon, but you know, eventually there's going to be PvP content on YouTube. There are just other important things to do first though, before I do any of that. And yeah, you can't be a full-time Beast Moon streamer. Even if you could like, even if you could be a full-time streamer as in like, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about it. But like, you actually cannot do Beast Moon full-time because it's every 2 weeks. That's what I'm trying to say. Or a decathlon streamer. Just be a special event streamer. At that point, you're just a Wizard101 streamer that doesn't do PvP. You do everything else except PvP, which I guess I already do, so. But I also do PvP. I've done PvP, but I picked the wrong level to do it, and I'm now realizing that might as well just go to max. Spiral Showcase streamer, yeah. Spiral Scene streamer. Yeah, I'm excited for the decathlon. I'm actually gonna like grind a decathlon. I want to get the Storm Hamster. I'm gonna pick the account that has my max storm on it. That's gonna have my max storm on it to get the hamster instead of the other one. Yes, I know I'm skilled. Housing tour. Honestly though, there are like, the thing is, housing is like a separate thing that like, it would be cool. I don't think a lot of people make content on it though. I guess it's just not something that people like watching a whole lot. Again, a lot of the most watched content on this game is PvP. It's been the longest standing like competitive aspect to this game. Fairy Queen's does some housing from time to time.
Wizard.
Fairy Queen's like variety content. She does everything. She does questing, and she also does she do PvP? I don't really watch. The thing is, like, I don't watch a lot of other WizTubers that much. She does lots of PvP. Yeah, so she does everything. She does variety content. Prepping for Cosmic Fire. House Making League. I don't know. See, the thing is, I could, you know, do these things, but like, there's a lot of housing items that are really cool that I could never get because I have not done housing before. Moon School walkthrough, which didn't last long. What? I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw that. What was the Moon School walkthrough about? Did she just use like moon spells? Like she just used polymorphs? Oh, just polymorphs. Interesting. I thought that was pretty creative. I think that does sound very creative. I honestly like. I'd probably watch that. Shame it stopped. Really not a challenge at lower worlds. Yeah, but then at higher level worlds, it would be interesting to see because it's actually a challenge. Because polymorphs are actually like they get kind of bad later on. So like, It'd be interesting to see like if it would be possible to have like a 4-man polymorph team. Is it possible to quest through the game without using normal school spells? Oh, she stopped at higher level worlds? Oh, okay. Oh, she deleted it. Sag. Shift green oak. Universal damage. Oh wait, yeah, you could totally use like once you hit Chrysalis, you could use those spells. And also, it's Moon School, but you're allowed to use buffs from other schools, right? So couldn't you just like, you could literally like blade stack and like shift Piscean or whatever, right? Could you do that, or was that what were the rules for this series exactly? I want to know. Run universal damage and use balance blade and feints. You could honestly, I mean, if you're allowed to use balance blades, you should also be allowed to use life blades, right? Shift green oak does a life hit, so you might as well use 40 life blades. At that point, like the best school for Moon School would actually, it probably wouldn't be life. What are the different shift spells? Hold on, let me see. Shift green oak. Let's look them up. Shift green oak. Shift green oak is from Arcan Moonblade, who trains a bunch of these spells. Let me look them up in just a second. I need another feint on you. Yeah. Okay, so Shift green oak does 340 life damage. Shift Sugar Glider does 380 death damage. But yeah, Shift Piscean does the most. So I feel like Storm would be the best Moon School. Also, it makes sense because Storm literally, I mean, you have Insane Bolt, so you could also use Insane Bolt because it literally does moon damage. But no, Shift Piscean, 460 and Steal a Pip. So you could shift Green Oak into the Shift Piscean. You could Blade Storm, Blade Stack, Feint Stack, and then if you get weakness, you shift Green Oak and then shift Green Oak into the Shift Piscean. And just do a ton of damage. Although there's no AoE. Yeah, there's no AoE like trained moon spell, is there? There's not. So that would be a struggle. Unless you have if you have a team, then probably not a struggle at all. You have 110 Ninja Pigs treasure cards. I would hold on to those Ninja Pigs. Wait for, actually no, wait, Storm Decathlon. Yeah, use them in Storm Decathlon. Oh wait, yeah, you have, yeah, that's right. You still have your normal polymorph spells. Like Shift Terra, Shift Pteranodon or whatever. Shift, I don't know how you pronounce it, but that spell. She had a pet and wand that gave her item card polymorphs. Oh, interesting. That's still super creative though. I mean, dude, anything that, like, again, I don't have anything against people that do PvP content. I watch, in fact, most of the Wiz content I watch these days is PvP stuff because it's really interesting to watch. But the thing is, it's always cool when someone like tries something new. It's always really interesting. Yo, what? Yo, automatic left counter strike. Sorry, you guys probably don't. Now, automatic is this. He's this CS:GO player that this North American CS:GO player that won a major, but he left CS to play Valorant. So Skadoodle left CS. He plays Valorant now. I guess Tarek, Rush, and Stewie are still playing CSGO. So they still have the whole core that won the major is still playing CS. Oh, interesting. No battle needed. Did you hear about the Cloak Calypso glitch? Yeah, I heard about it, I think, last night, actually, on Sauce's stream, as a matter of fact. Apparently, that's a thing, and they better hotfix it real quick, because...
You have done well, but
you best believe people are going to be abusing that like crazy. A lot of people care way too much about PvP rank. So basically, if you cloak a Queen Calypso, because you can enchant Queen Calypso with Cloak because it has utility on it on top of just the hit. But when you cloak it, apparently it crashes the opponent that whoever the Calypso gets used on, their game crashes for whatever reason. Ooh, okay, wait. I unlocked my second Shadow Pip slot after this right here. So yeah, level 102. That's where you unlock your... That's why level 102 PvP was really big back in the day. And honestly, it might be making a comeback because of the way they fixed the levels, but I'm still not going to do it. As much as I enjoyed 102 PvP, at this point, with the way they've changed shads, with all the changes they've made, there's... I'll just do max. But yeah, 102, second Shadow Pip slot. Again, I could have done Darkmoor a lot more easier if I just waited till 102, because then I wouldn't have to craft the Darkmoor deck. I could just buy a Bazaar deck at level 102 plus. You also unlock a second Shadow Pip slot, which makes it easier to stack Shadow Pips, because then you can possibly Shrike into the Shadow Pip. But I don't know, like for my balance, I might change the rules a little bit. I mean, no, I'm definitely changing the rules, but I might also change them in a way where I don't have to fight a boss at the level it's meant for. So like Darkmoor, I mean, I don't know. I should still try to solo. Maybe I could wait until 102 to solo Darkmoor, though. I don't know. We will see. Decathlon channel on Ferric Discord. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Just check out my Discord. ! Discord. Make sure to join. It is one of the best Wizard101 Discords that you will ever find. 1,500 plus members going strong. PvP, PvE, pet making, decathlon, special events, Beast Moon, Meat Moon. Everything on there. And yeah, it's even better. Yeah, exactly. Aeroporter is also a mod, so it's even better. Yikes. This is actually an unlucky hand I've been dealt. Oh. I just discarded both my prisms, and she's a death boss, so, yikes. Wizard101, what's her face name thingy? Alana Darksun. Alana Darksun. She probably has 80 resist, because they don't have 40 resist until Polaris. Yeah, she has 80 resist, so... Oh, never mind. We're good. I'm lucky I didn't discard both of them. I thought I discarded both of them. No, I didn't discard enchants. I just haven't pulled them yet. No, it won't be 31 death, 31st death. Don't worry, chat. I usually don't use Discord, but I might actually be active in this one. Dude, it's super, it's like the Discord pops off, dude. Even I join, like, sometimes like late at night, I'll join like voice chat from time to time. So. Discord is nice because I'm not the one running it. Oh man. I got a lot of help. It spawned its own Twitch channel. That's true. Twitch.tv/ferric. I joined the voice chat in Discord, like the public one. I join it from time to time. That's what I meant by join the Discord. I'm stunned. Dude, I might want to hit soon. That Dark Nova or whatever that is gonna hit me in a couple turns. Ah, whatever. We'll faint once more. Why not? Doesn't hurt. I have 4,000 health, 55 resist. What am I worried about? How much is it gonna do? Like nothing. It's only one buff, and it's also a Dark Shepherd. It's not even a Nova or whatever the other one was. Dark Fiend. Literally a Shepherd. It's the least damaging one. 3,000 free damage for you too. Another boss coming after this battle? Maybe. I got time. Bam, this should kill. Without even critting, it kills. I still don't like relying on crits, because there's still just that chance they can block. Even if it's like a 90% chance to crit, that's not good enough for me. It only costs like an extra 2 rounds of blading to do the same amount of damage, but you can save yourself from World of Hurt. What's up, Xkun? Welcome back. Back with the questing. Yup. We're getting close to finishing Chrysalis. Feels like I've been at this forever. Bam. Easy does it. Just say Death Wizard. Just say soloing is actually super easy in the game. Aww. Oh, this one's a hard battle. Yeah, that was the easy battle. This one's the actual battle. Let's do this. Getting close to Shadow Palace? Yeah. Dude, honestly, I might be done with Chrysalis next episode. Maybe. There's a chance. Series also pretty good solo guide? Yeah. Also, it's a way for me to think about, you know, what kind of good tutorial content I can make, but I've never made said tutorial. I said it. The fishing guide, the reason why that thing came up so early was because I did fishing at such a low level. But I've never done it. Are you going to farm for Morganth Athame? Not on this wizard. I will not. Maybe once I hit max, just to have like the highest damage or whatever, maybe I'll do it, but in the future though, I'm not gonna ever farm Yevgeny on any wizard. If I get it while trying to get the Malisaire boots, and so be it. But the thing is, I already have the professor's boots for 3 different schools. And honestly, by the time my balance gets to level 100, I'll have enough crowns to open more professor's horde packs. And maybe even get the balance boots. What's up, Stefanielson? Or Stefanielon? Stefan. I'm sorry. Also, how about Stefan? Is that okay? Stefanielon. Am I saying it right? I'm probably butchering it. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Get rid of these 2. Wait, this battle's actually so easy. What is there? Are there no cheats? What are the cheats? I know I fight you in galleries, so why aren't you cheating? Morganth, more damage. It's only 1% damage, but it's also Morganth also gives less block, less. It doesn't give the 2 extra accuracy, which can be helpful. It doesn't give. It gives less health. I still think Yevgeny is a little bit better, but because of the way I think proper farming should work in the game or whatever, if that made any sense. I think that because it's probably not super worth trying to go crazy to try to get the Darkmoor amulet. It's not super crazy going for the Darkmoor ring, Aphrodite ring. You don't need to get it, and you don't because of all that. Since the only thing you absolutely need from Graveyard is the main Darkmoor set, you pretty much don't need to farm Yevgeny anymore. If you get lucky, obviously use that. You don't have to farm for Morganth, but again, whichever one you get first, I'm still gonna stand by that. Yev is hard to do in drop rates. Also, here's the thing. Yeah, that's actually it's not about hard to do. But drop rates is a good point because, okay, here's the thing. Morganth, a ton of people farm Morganth. Like, if you team up, you'll easily find someone doing Morganth. And also, well, like, the thing is, here's one thing, though. Yevgeny, it is much easier to one-turn Yevgeny. It's much easier because one-turning Yevgeny, like, you can do it all the time because you're guaranteed first turn. With Morganth, the only way to one-turn it is by having 3 Fire Wizards and then an Incendiate Wizard. Although, I could still form a team because the hard part, honestly, the hardest part is getting someone that has Decathlon deck, Fire Mastery Amulet, and Dahlia's Hat. And I have 2 out of 3 of those. I have the hardest 2 things. The only thing I'm missing out on is a Decathlon deck, which is super easy to make. So, I could technically, if I could find 3 Fire Wizards that want to farm with me, I could do one-turn Morganth farming. That'd be fun. But, yeah, so, like, a lot more people, the point is, team up Morganth is a lot better, because with Darkmoor, if you use team up, like, you'll still find people teaming up for Darkmoor, but the problem is, Darkmoor, if you do team up, you should not use it just for Yevgeny farming. You should do it for the full dungeon. It's actually kind of a messed up thing, in my opinion, if you literally do team up just to do the first battle. Because it's easier to find people separately outside of team up that want to do just the first battle than it is to find people that want to do the full run. Save the team up for the full run, in my opinion. But Morganth, a lot of people farm that. You can get a deck for Storm and Balance. You can get Amulet for any school. You can get Athame for any school. You can also get pretty decent rings from there too. If you don't already have Alpha and Omega, the rings there are pretty decent. And then you can also get some good. You can get socket wrenches and gold skeleton keys. Morganth's a great boss. There's a way to one-turn Yevgeny. Yeah, Yevgeny is super easy to one-turn. Again, it's Scald Incendiate. Unless they remove overtimes. Do they remove overtimes? I hope they don't. But yeah, you basically first person uses Mass Feint. Second person uses Enchanted Sharpened Elemental Blade on the third person. Third person uses Scald, and fourth person uses Incendiate. And that does like 25,000 damage. Yevgeny has like 23,000, I believe, health. So, actually, it does 25,000 without a boost. So with a boost, it probably does like over 30k. So actually, it would be enough to kill even old Yevgeny. Whoa! Oh, it doesn't give any sockets. Otherwise, this thing is literally... This thing gives more damage than Alpha and Morganth ring. What? There's a life ring that's 96 plus. It gives 11 damage. Dude, if only this gave a circle. Dude, wow. You know, I'm going to lock it, but I really wish that ring gave... Oh, man. This ring would be so good if it wasn't for the freaking just single square socket. It's missing a tier and a circle socket. But it gives good pip chance, good damage. I'll hold on to it, why not? Probably trash it later on, but Whatever.
The sun's light has burned away my fears and weakness. I feel my strength returning.
Can't train those yet because I don't have my second shadow pip. Or actually quest higher learning. It's a quest locked.
Wizard, you have restored. Speak to Ilana Dodson.
Alright, here we go. Second shadow pip.
Morganth broke this place by using sun magic to the second type of shadow magic. Shadow. My
Bam.
thanks
And yeah, as a death you get Dark Shepherd.
You have walked in shadow.
Let me see. Train. I'm not sure which schools get which one. I think maybe Storm. I have no idea how the schools work for these spells, but honestly, these spells are not that useful anymore. Dark Nova was a thing in PvP, but it was a super pay-to-win thing, and also they've nerfed, like, Dark Nova doesn't work that well these days compared to other things. Some people still use Nova, yeah, but, like, the thing is, it's such a pay-to... Like, you have to spend... Like, the bar to do Nova PvP is... You have to pay so much money to do it that, like... It's just not that, interesting, I guess? Or not interesting, I can't think of the word, but... Not that appealing, I guess. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Hello.
It's not that appealing to, like, most people. Alright, we've made it to the Hive. Nice. So today we made it into Conda Desert. We finished Conda Desert. We finished that. I think that place is called Solar Arc, right? Is that what it's called? Wizard101 Solar Arc. Solar Arc. Yeah, that is the Solar Arc. Yeah. So we finished Conda Desert. We finished Solar Arc. And we've made it into the Hive, the second to last place before... Well, the last place before Shadow Palace, I guess, but Shadow Palace is kind of long. You have... Shadow Palace, you have that tree guy thing to beat. You still have all the galleries to do, and then Morganth, but... I mean, that's only 3 different battles, so yeah. So this whole place, the Hive is kind of long. It's not super long, but it's you know, it's a decent size. But I think... Next stream, we'll definitely reach Shadow Palace. I don't know if we'll finish Shadow Palace. We'll see. Maybe I can make it an extended episode. Maybe I just want to do its own honestly, I might just do it as its own episode. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. I would have showed you my main accounts, but yeah, I started streaming too late, dude. These last 2 hours were supposed to be me questing Caramel on my main accounts or me questing my new myth and bounce that I'm going to make. But unfortunately, I still have to fix my sleep schedule. Check your deck. About my deck. Oh yeah, let me get rid of these. Thank you, appreciate that. I guess real quick, I'll go and equip energy gear so I don't forget, first of all. And also use this energy to train. Where is he at? Where are you at? There you are. King Cassie. 8 energy per thing, so I won't be able to get it up to epic until next episode. But is the YouTube vote out yet? It's been out for a bit. Balance is currently winning by a crazy amount. 64% to 36% with 2,200 votes in. At this point, Balance has sealed the deal. There's no way Fire's gonna catch up. The vote officially closes in just a few days, so, and this vote shows no sign of you know, changing at all. So Balance it is. But yeah. Yeah, so again, this was the time that I was supposed to do like my other accounts and whatnot, so you know what, should I, yeah, I'm gonna end off the YouTube episode for you. I'm not gonna end off the stream right away, so I was thinking maybe I should raid Sauce, but Pirate Ferric will be sad that Fire lost, yeah, but it's okay because Fire is probably gonna win after that. Like, Fire has shown a lot of support. It's gonna be, I feel like Fire and Ice are gonna win the next 2 votes. And I feel like Fire is going to be more popular than Ice, in my opinion. I don't know. But, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, make sure you have a great rest of your day.